Let's talk about the different methods of execution of death sentence which have been used by different countries across the world. So first method in this list is beheading. It is cutting off the head of the prisoner. In ancient time, beheading was done by use of an axe. It is a punishment usually granted in public, but nowadays sword is preferred for the purpose of beheading instead of axe. Beheading is one of the most dangerous mode to execute the punishment of the death. This method of execution of death sentence is still practiced in countries like Saudi Arabia. But in ancient time, it was the most used way to execute the punishment of the death sentence. Second method of execution of death sentence is by use of various approved drugs for the purpose of causing death of the prisoner. This is done by injecting various permitted drugs in the prisoner's body. For this purpose, three drugs are injected one by one. Firstly, the prisoner has to lay down and his body will be tied with leather belts so that he can't move. After that, all three drugs taken in certain proportion so that they can be easily induced inside the prisoner's body, and this all done under the observation of a skilled doctor who will observe the whole process done rightly. And these drugs are, first one is sodium pentothal. It is an anesthetic. And second drug is pencuronium bromide. It is used to paralyze the prisoner. Third drug is potassium chloride, which is used to stop the working of the heart. This method is known as lethal injection method and is still practiced in countries like USA, China, Vietnam. Third method is the use of electric shock in order to execute death sentence. Firstly, the prisoner head is shaved and his forehead is moisturized by use of saline water by using a sponge, and the prisoner is strapped to a chair. After that, a metal skull shaped electrode attached to scalp and forehead of the prisoner, and then he has given a jolt of about 500 to 2000 volt. Usually it takes 30 seconds to cause death, but in some cases multiple shocks has to be given in order to cause the death of the prisoner. This method is being used in countries like USA and other countries too, known as electrocution method. Fourth method to execute the death sentence is by use of lethal gases. For execution of death sentence by this method, a prisoner is first put inside a gas chamber. After that, the doctor put a stethoscope to the prisoner so that he can monitor from outside the heart rate of the prisoner. The prisoner is bound to a chair and left with a pail of sulfuric acid which is kept below the chair of the prisoner. After that, the gas chamber is closed and the prisoner is left alone inside with lethal gases, and then all those lethal gases are left to spread all over inside the gas chamber. Due to spread of those gases, it becomes really hard for prisoner to breathe properly, and ultimately the prisoner dies of suffocation. And a doctor who is standing outside the gas chamber monitors the heart rate of the prisoner by using the stethoscope which he has been attached to the body of the prisoner, and declare whether the prisoner is dead or still alive. It is known as gas chamber method, followed in countries like Mississippi. Fifth mode of execution of death sentence by use of fire squad. Firstly, the prisoner is bound by a chair with leather straps across his waist and head in front of oval-shaped canvas wall, and chair is surrounded by sandbags to absorb the prisoner's blood. Or in some cases, the prisoner is tied with a pole. After that, the prisoner is blindfolded. After that, the firing squad is started to shoot the prisoner to cause his death. Due care is taken by the firing squad, so at least 5 shots among all the shots aim to hit the heart of the prisoner. In this way, the prisoners are shot dead. This method of execution of death sentence by shooting is known as firing squad method. This method is used in countries like South California. Sixth, last and the most popular method is death by hanging. For execution of death sentence by this method, a person is hanged till death by neck. This method is most popular as followed in many countries like Afghanistan, Bangladesh, India, Iran, Iraq, Japan, Kuwait, Sudan, and also in other countries too. So, first of all, the prisoner face is covered with a black cloth, and then the prisoner is hanged by his neck till death. Lastly, the confirmation of death of the prisoner is done by a doctor after checking the prisoner's body.